Yes, again, I welcome you to Yaka Digital Network, an online platform that offers online classes, and you are really most welcome to this. And our lesson today, we are by the names of Muhindo Joshua, the one taking through art. And I'm here for you. We had our previous lesson on Wednesday, if not yes, on Wednesday, and it was successful. This time round, we are having it again, Saturday, and really, I'm glad that you showed me great things that you did, and it was really good for me to see your works. And basically, we are here for you. For those who have not yet subscribed to this, I really encourage you and here to extend my voice that you subscribe, convince your parents to pay for you so that you should access all the services we offer at Yaka Digital Network. And so basically today's lesson, these are the services we offer, and they are available for all of you based on what you want. In case you want anything, the contacts are there on the screen. You just call or text and they'll give you more feedback and more information about all the services. Then, okay, so now this brings us to our lesson today, and basically art exhibition and assessment. In simple terms, that's how I defined it today. I said basically they were going to look at art exhibition and assessment. So in our previous lesson, which we had last this week, within the week, we had an assignment to do, and this time around we have come here to discuss it and also get more in depth of how we can achieve better artworks. Again, I want to extend my voice to you all that you did wonderful and beautiful artworks. I was impressed with each and everything that I saw incoming, and I spent most of the evening yesterday just trying to see the uniqueness in each and everyone's work, and it was wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much again. Let me extend that to you. And basically, I want us to be interactive in this call, okay? So it is not going to be a one-way side where I will have to say everything, but it's going to be an interaction that will involve all of us who are on the call, okay? So when I call out your name, just be ready to give us your opinion, your input, and your suggestion about anything we are going to be doing in this lesson. I'm really glad to be here, and thank you so much. So just starting off, art exhibition and assessment. What I want to let you know is that art is to me is the best profession I've been in, and I love doing it. I love doing it because of some many reasons that I have that I may not fully share out, but as we go through this lesson, you will get to realize some of the reasons why I love art and why I do it. So with us here, I say I would love to hear from Clair to read us the first slide and the first bullet on the slide, that is art. So Clair, just unmute your microphone and read to us what you are seeing on the screen.
Art exhibition and assessment. Art. This is expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power.
Wow, thank you so much. And just to extend my voice to this is that this is the expression. So I will have a lot of definition of art, and this is one of the definition that somehow pops out because of what it says. Art is the expression or application of human creative skills, okay, and imagination. Basically, when you create art, you are trying to express your creative skills, or you're trying to apply the skills you have. You're trying to express the imagination. And typically in a visual form, when we talk about visual form, is basically what people can see, okay? Basically, art is all what you make people see. From form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated, okay? That is part of art. Works are done to be appreciated. And for many reasons, do we appreciate them? Either for beauty, just for beauty, you do a work and it becomes beautiful, or emotional powers. Emotional powers, you go, what is the emotion in the artwork? What are you trying to portray? Is it a sad story? Is it a joy story? Is it an event that is that will be remembered? So art is really good. And basically, all of us, we are artists because we express our inward feelings, our imagination, our creative skills. The way you dress up, you are expressing something. The way you speak, you express something. The way you walk, the way you do things, you are expressing something. When you are annoyed, you express some emotion that will make people see that you are annoyed. When you are happy, you will express it with a laughter, and people will just know that you are happy. So that is all art. Art is really wide, and all of us have done art in some way or the other. As we are getting to be introduced to this at our secondary level, I just want to let you know that we have been artists in our past. When you know and you don't know, you have been an artist. And God being the greatest artist of all, he created each and everything. He expressed his skills and inward feeling of creation, the earth, and everything that is within it. So basically, that's what I can say about it. And then I would love Grace to read for us the next bullet on this slide.
Exhibition is the public display of works of art or items to interest held an art gallery, a museum, or at a trade fair.
Exactly. So exhibition is all about public display of works of art. Okay. Today we are going to have a small exhibition of the work we did. Okay. And basically when an artwork is displayed publicly, that means that people will have to say something, people will have to appreciate, and people will have to get to learn something about what you have created. So it is very, very important for us to have this in mind. And today, I'm really happy to be with you on this call to extend all what we know about art. So just be ready. The works you sent me are in these slides. And when I extend in your work, just contribute something and tell us more of how you achieved it, and the success and the failures and the areas of improvement that you wish to address. But before we go into our exhibition, the next slide, basically, Grace, you can mute your microphone.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so observations to work done. These are my observations to the works you sent me. Okay, you extended in the group, and I was really happy with everything. As I told you, there's no way I can express it better, but just know that I was impressed with all your artworks. But some of the observations that made me to say, okay, let us go through an exhibition so that we can get to know some things that we may not know. And I would love uh, Miracle Just read us the two bullets on this slide, the head title and the bullet on this slide.
Observations to work on. Use the right paper.
Okay.
In
Yes.
still life drawing and
Okay, thank you for that. Only that your network was breaking. We could not hear you clearly, but to all of us who can see this slide, I think you have got to see what miracle was trying to bring out. Now, one of the observation is this: use the right paper. Based on the work you sent me, I realized that okay, somewhere some of us did not use the right paper. And when I bring out this, I mean that you may realize that someone used a ruled paper on in a drawing or to draw his artwork, which is not good for this kind of still life drawing. Okay, that is some key observation. Then I would love to hear from Mark. Mark, just unmute your microphone and read us the second bullet on this slide. Okay, Mark, let me ask Sally Mugera to read us the second bullet on this slide.
In still life drawing and landscape, we don't use rulers and compass.
Yes, thank you so much. In still life drawing and landscape drawing, we don't use rulers and compasses. So in this still life drawing, you don't have to use rulers. You just have to train your hand to draw straight lines. Okay, you have to just to train your hand to draw accurate circles and oval shapes. So in this, as we are going to see in our exhibition today, we are we are going to realize where we went wrong and where we went well in terms of working. So I will be extending in a short video within next week about how to make yourself draw straight lines without using a ruler and how to draw straight accurate circles without using a compass. So let's keep in touch together and still be active in the group to realize so that we can benefit from that video. Then the third bullet on this, I will request Joram to read it for us.
Um, your still life drawing should have a ground into bracket diving line.
Okay, thank you so much, Joram. Yes, actually, you may be wondering, what do I mean by still life drawing? Okay, because I've used it and I did not explain it. In case you have a clue to it, I would love you to raise up your hand and you will share to us what you know about it. In case you have a clue to this, just raise up your hand and we shall be happy to give you the microphone for you to tell us what do you think is all about still life drawing. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, let's continue. Basically, still life drawing is all about drawing objects that are man-made. When you draw a cup, it is man-made, and that is all about still life drawing. When you draw something that is made by man, it's still life drawing. When you draw a table, still life drawing. That falls under still life drawing. When you draw a shoe, it's still life drawing. When you draw anything that is created by man, it falls under still life drawing. So that's what I was trying to say, that your still life drawing should have a background. In bracket, I said dividing line. So when you draw an object on paper, you should not leave it to be in sky. In other words, you should see an effect of the ground by using a dividing line. This will show us the effect of gravity, that your object was was set was on a surface, just because gravity is at work in that place. Are we together? So some of the works I saw is that they are in space. They don't have a ground where they are seated. Then the next slide, I would love Timothy, just read to us the fourth bullet on this slide.
Okay. Your name should be visible in your artwork.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Indeed, your name should be visible on your artwork. And Timo, you did this. I saw your work, and somewhere your name is there. Why? The reason why I emphasize this is because if you don't put your name on the artwork, someone can easily say that it is their work. But when your name is on your artwork, that will create a sense of ownership. Okay, and that is very key in art. If you have take critical looked at paintings, somewhere somehow the artist will write his signature or his real name on the artwork, even the time and the date he did the work. So it is very important for us all who are going to be artists to do that. We should start right now training ourselves to do that. Then the next one, Subi, you are on the call. I would love you to read to us the second last slide, the second last bullet.
Treat the
Treat the background of your work. Yes, thank you so much. And based on the works we we handed in, some of the works the background was not treated, of which a complete work of art should be complete by also treating the background. It is very key for us to understand this. Then uh, I would love to hear from is Ismi. Ismi, you're on the call. Just read us the last bullet on this slide.
Practice makes one perfect.
Yes, thank you so much. And I want to say this: practice makes one perfect. So I understand we are being introduced to this. We have not done a lot of things in it, but we can be good as we continue doing practice of our work. So I really encourage you to extend in your free time, do something. And if you don't remember that COVID is real, so don't move around in the community, but stay home and do your artworks, do your assignments, and do art. It will be good for me to see more of your works as I see change in how you are doing things. I really love it. And again, I will say this: practice makes one perfect. So if you want to be perfect, you just have to practice each and everything you want to be. It's all about practicing how to do it. Okay, then I hereby welcome you to our exhibition. And as I said, we are going to be interactive. Yes, Timothy, you have opened your microphone. You have something to say? Okay, so to us who have unmuted our microphones, I'm requesting you to, okay, yes. Now, I would love to hear from Laura. Please, you unmute your microphone and say something about what you are seeing.
I see the cup. It's drawn very well. I can identify it as a cup, but the background is not touched, and I don't see the line it's sitting on.
You don't see there?
I don't see the line it's sitting on.
Oh, you don't see the line it is sitting on. Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much. Yes, you have more? Okay, wow. That is good observation. And when art is created, the good thing is if people can identify what you have done. So this was a quick sketch I did so that we can have some brief clue on it. I did not use an art pencil, it is a normal pencil. And I think the camera, the effect of the camera was so bright to the point that it lost out some more details on it. But yeah, Claire, Laura, I'm glad of your observation and thank you. I would want to hear from someone else. What do you have to say about this? Yes, Mugerwa, your microphone is unmuted. Yes, Prisca. Yes, Priestley.
On the glass.
Yes. Oh, we have not heard you well. You are breaking. Let us hear from Sad. Sad, your hand is up.
Yes, I see a glass and it's drawn really well. I can identify that it's a glass. Yes. Sorry, at the back of the glass, I can see a line. That means that it is on a surface. I can see its shadow and I can see your signature at the bottom. So yes, that is a really good piece of art.
Okay, thank you for those observations, Sad. I'm impressed with the observation. They are in depth. Yes, Claire, your hand is up. Say something about it.
I would like to talk about the toning.
Uh-huh.
The toning was really nice though. Yeah, you can see the darker part and the lighter side. I would like to comment about the toning. In most cases, the toning really disturbs.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, of all those insights on this work. Personally, I'm also blessed. You know, when they critique your work, you tend to see the other side of the work and say, oh, okay, I missed out this, I need to improve this. And I'm really glad that you have triggered me to go and work on it better. I will extend what I've done in the group. Well, let us just go to the next work, and the next exhibition, work on exhibition, it is all our works. And one by one, please just give in where you see the person did well and how he can improve or she can improve. Okay? And this should be interactive. Claire, your hand is still up. I don't know if you have something else to say or you forgot to. Okay, thank you. So we have this work with us, and I'm inviting those who have something to say about it to raise up. First of all, I want the owner to be the first person to speak about this work. Okay? Yes? Is the owner around? Okay, anyone who has something to say about this work?
The toning is not good.
The toning is not good. Okay, so Mugerwa says the toning is not good. Yes, Joram, you have something to say?
I can't see the ground surface. I think it
Okay.
should improve in that.
Yes, so thank you so much. The work is in space, as we are discussing previously that we are not, he did not express, did not show us the ground. So it is very key for us to have it in mind. Anyone else who has something to say about this work?
Uh, Excuse me, it seems like you didn't use the right surface paper.
Oh, yes. Someone has said that you did not use the right paper. Yeah, to a point, I would say so, but it looks to be this looks to be a drawing book. Only that the pencil used, I think, was too strong to the point that it made the dirty to be paper. It made the paper to be dirty. Sorry. Anything else to say about this? So this was forwarded in by Marty. Yes, Joram, your hand is still up. Okay. The next one. This is the next work. I don't know what you say have to say about this. The artist should tell us. Yes. Grace, your microphone is on. Hello. Anyone who has something to say about this work? Yes, Joram, your hand is up.
I think that toning, it's how he shaded it. He didn't know how to separate the dark side from the light side. It's kind of like the light side is kind of dark, and the dark side it's kind of somehow light.
Okay. Yes, thank you for that input. Anyone else who has something to say about this? Yes, Sad, your hand is up.
I do not see a surface point, I mean a surface line behind the cap, so I do not know if it's floating, if it's on a surface. I just can't really.
Okay. Yes, that is, you don't know if it is floating or it is in space. Yeah, that is good observation, guys. I'm loving this. Anyone else who has something to say before I extend in my contribution? Hiram, your hand is up.
I think he didn't use the right paper because, as you can see in the picture, the paper looks kind of rough.
Okay. Yes. So basically, thank you so much for that. What I can say about your inputs, indeed, the dividing line is not there, which is really of importance for us to see that the work of art is somewhere seated. Okay, and then the other thing is about the paper. The paper he used is good, and it is often used for water painting. Okay, watercolor drawings. So it's good paper, only that when you use it for pencil work, it may tend not to come out good. It is more of water paint paper because it absorbs water and it dries easily when it is painted on. Then about what we discussed last week is we were talking about lines, and we said we have different types of line. We have the thick lines and the thin line. So as artists, we should understand where to apply the thick and the thin lines. And this is very key in this work. Then the other thing I'm seeing that is we don't have a name on this artwork. I can come from nowhere and I said, this is my work. The same thing we have here. Even this one has no name on the artwork, which is very important for us our works to have our names on them. Yes. So just to go back to this, then we have this one. Yes, this is our next work, and I would love to hear from us. Me personally, I like the work because of the composition in it and the way objects were drawn. This is not still life, but it is landscape drawing. This is a landscape drawing that one of us did. So in case the owner of this work is on the call, I would want you to say something to us. I saw in the group you said this took you 2 days. That is wow. Congratulations.
On this piece of work, it was imaginative. I imagined, then I drew it. And this was a village.
Wow. Wow, that is really good. Can you please remind me your name? Unmute your microphone and say your name.
I'm Esme Jules.
Esme Jules. Okay, Esme.
Yes.
Thank you. I wanted to pronounce it very well. Esme, I'm happy to hear from you. Yes, indeed, imaginative. This is imaginative. And if we just go back to our definition of drawing, is that art, this is the expression or application of human skill, creative skills, and imagination. So, Esme has expressed an imagination, and the ability to put it on paper for people to easily understand is really good. I love your work, and if you have colored pencils at home, just go ahead and create the different colors that need to be on this artwork. I would love to see how it ends up. Then anyone who has something to say about this, what do you like about it? What is it? What is interesting to you? Please, I know you have a lot to say about it. And yes, sad.
The name is not indicated on the drawing.
The name is not indicated on the drawing. It is very important, as I told you. So somewhere you should have your name. It may not be really big, but we should see that, okay, this artwork is done by this one. But here I can say it is my work. And you want to say that, no, it is not. Because I've now, for me, put my name, or I've just taken it to be mine. So any other observation on this work? Yes, Sad, your hand is again up.
I like the way the artist drew the houses.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. And just to extend my voice to that, is that yes, we have not started this, but she has got it in mind that we have a principle of perspective. Perspective is all about how objects become smaller as they reside from the viewer. So when you are standing here and just 2 kilometers away, there is someone, that person will be very small, but as they come close to you, realize that they are even bigger. When a truck is on the road and you can see it from far, objects that are very far are smaller. If you just look out your windows, wherever you are, and try to observe a distance, how things are, you realize that the house that is big becomes smaller. And in this work, Esme did it here by showing us perspective. I also love that. Thank you so much for that observation. In case there's no other thing to say about this work, let me go into another artist who did work of art also. So, Suvi, You're on the call. And what do you have to say about this work? Let us start with you before we get in people's opinions. Let us start with you. What do you have to say?
I think what I did wrong was I used the ruler.
Okay. Thank you for that
Yeah, but
observation. Anything else?
The toning is not really nice.
The toning is not really nice. Mugerwa says the toning is not really nice. Good, we have the name and we can identify the artist. So yes, as I said, in the still life drawing, we don't use rulers, and I'm happy that you have realized it. So in the next works, try to use your hands and you can achieve something perfect. Okay, just practice makes perfect, as I told you, and it is very important. Anyone else who has something to say about this work? Okay, let's go into another one. We have Clair. This is your work and you're on the call. Say something.
The wrong thing that I used was the paper. It was
Okay.
ruled. Then I never showed the ground surface.
Okay, thank you for those observations. And yes, this paper is not used for drawing. Ahead, when we get into senior 5 and senior 6, is when we can use it and the people will say, okay, because of such reasons. But for now, who are starting off, the paper is not the right one. So you just need an art book where you can draw your work. I love it that your name is on. And the other issue I've said, the background is not fitted. You don't show us if it is in space or in air. And the finished work of art should not have other sketches on it, as I'm seeing with yours. Anyone has something to say about this work? Okay, thanks for those observations. Let me just go into another one. Wow, Ellie, where are you? You are on the call?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, tell us about this work.
Uh, teacher, that was imaginative, and like the turning, I wanted to do it like in a 3D concept, not like 2D. The turning, I wanted to make it in a 3D concept.
Okay, wow, this is really good. And when we go into imaginative composition or drawing, we may not, it's all about the artist. We may not put restrictions on how you achieve it, okay? Because now here, this is not a still life drawing that it is seated somewhere. It is imaginative, and the 3D concept, to be honest with you, you achieved it. I like how it is. This is letter C, but again, it is somehow crooked. Wow, you are an artist, and please keep on expressing your imaginations on paper, and you'll be good. And the other thing I love is that your name is on and your signature. That is good. More to that is that you can create it using the same material you have used to draw. Okay, if you have used the pencil, just create it close to your work. And if not that, the way you did, and you create a small box to show your initials and details of your work. Thank you so much.
All right.
Next is this. So this is another artist. What do you say about if the artist is on the call? Let us hear from the real artist. So the one who did this work. Okay, basically what I can say is that I love the way the artist achieved the tonal variation from dark to light. Okay, and the shapes are really good. The side, the bucket is, it can be identified, and he observed it from an eye level, of which we shall discuss in the next lessons ahead. More to this, I can say, is that we don't have the ground shown, and we don't have the name on the artwork, and we don't have the shadow Those are my observation. And if there's no one having something to say about this, I'll just go into the next work. So another drawing we have here, and if the artist is on the call, I would love to hear from the artist. Yes, Laura.
I did not shade it properly. I don't have the bottom line. I used the wrong kind of paper and my name is not written on it.
Okay. Well, thanks for the observations. And indeed, it is true. So with art, we don't have to use those form of paper right now. But again, to just extend to what I'm saying is that we should not also have writings on your artwork. We should just see a work of art on its own. And the work of art should really express what you are trying to draw. Okay, then the other thing, what I'm saying is there is a concept of using a ruler, which we have discussed, and you have identified all the other weaknesses. But I love the concept of the cake. It is unique. If I'm not mistaken, this is a cake with love on top of it. Wow, that's good. Well done. Understand. Then the next work, Timothy. This guy went digital. Wow, wow. Timothy, you're on the call, and I would love to hear from you. Tell us. Timothy. Yeah, Timothy, you did such a great work, and I would love to know the gadget you used or the software or the app you used to achieve this. It is really good for the start. I believe as you continue achieving this, drawing this, you will become better and better in this. And this is where we are going. Digital painting. I do canvas painting and very less on digital, but this is really good for the start. Just keep on doing it and it will be good. And please, in the group, just share what you used and we shall be happy to try them out, even us ourselves. Otherwise, I love it that your name is there and the expression of emotions. Yeah, it's the image shows us that somehow the guy is somehow sad, down, somehow disappointed or sorrowful, but it is good. To be honest, your work is good. Wow, Grace gives you a tick. That is really good. Thank you, Grace. To be honest, your work is really good. Then the next one is Sad. Sad, you're on the call and I would love to hear from you. This is also good. Explain more on how you achieved this one.
Well, the arrow on the right, it's kind of like tone, like going from light to dark, but I don't think I did it very well. And the cotton and sand is kind of like the texture. And that big bowl, the one with red and blue, that one I tried at first. I tried making it a 3D object, but I just instead made it like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. What is the software or app you use to do this?
I use Microsoft Paint.
Oh, Microsoft Paint. Okay, thank you for that. Yes, basically, what I love with the digital art is you are not limited to the colors you would use, okay? You may have to just copy and paste a texture, copy and paste something, and you do it. So more to your work, we should have objects that are that can be seen that, okay, that they should be united. If you decide to show us arrows, let us have a combination of them that lead us to something, okay? Because with this work of art, I'm seeing that there are different objects that are talking about different things. So you should somehow compose it. You'd have done maybe the ball with blue and red, and you really do it nice. You create a good background for it, and you make it that end. But we are having this and this and this, so it may be very hard for someone to understand what you are trying to draw unless you give them an explanation. Are we together, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and also as you try out these digital works, you also try out drawings, a drawing, okay? In your
Okay.
book. It will help you to combine all the two gadgets together. Then this one is our friend, Ether. Would love to hear from you. Yes? Do you have this one on the call? But basically, guys, what do you say about this artwork? Yes?
It looks good to me. I can see a next to it, it looks like a mango.
A mango, okay. Yes. Is me. Say something.
I love the toning.
Okay. Wow. That's good. Anyone else has something to say? Okay. Just because of time, I would love to go through it slowly. Indeed, this is a work of art that was good, well done. As we said, it is in space. We are not seeing the dividing line that shows that it was seated somewhere. But the gradual transitioning of color from dark to light is really good. And we shall do some artworks in color, and I will be giving you some key concepts to apply. Yes, someone has to say something to say. More to that is that the overlapping objects being together, it is also a key concept, but the work here is showing us that this guy is in senior 2 and is already marked. So I was wondering in lockdown, how did this work be marked? But thank you so much for extending in this work, and I really love what I saw, and all you guys, I'm really blessed for everything. I'm really happy for the work you did. If you have something to say, please just extend it, or we shall be closing this.
Teacher.
Yes?
Teacher. Will there be like another exercise for us to do?
Another exercise for us to do.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. I've not been reading the comments, but I'm seeing, wow, nice. But I used animation desk. Okay, Timothy was sending a message in the chat. Sorry, my internet had problems. Okay. Oh my God, this was amazing work. Wow, this was the best. That is the best. Okay, teach me. Sad is saying to everyone, is that paint? Hello, okay, I was not seeing this, but thank you for all sending in this. So the assignment I'm going to give us, okay? As I said, I won't give you limitations on what you should do. Basically, just get an object around home and try to spend time, study it, draw from observation. And if you want to go imaginative, try to create a good composition. Otherwise, I'm really glad for all your participation in this lesson. Anyone else has something to say?
Yes, you never really answered the question if we're going to have another assignment.
Okay. So is it okay if I forward the assignment in the group because our time on the call is ending?
It's okay. It's okay to me.
Yeah, I think it is also okay to the rest. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I really love everything and thank you for being part of this. Just send hi to all of us.